What's up, guys? And today we're gonna go ahead and put the interior back in the car. All right, guys, so to put in the electric gas pedal, what you're gonna do is so you're gonna have to put on the bottom piece of the gas pedal, and then once you put in the bottom piece of the gas pedal, you're gonna tuck the carpet underneath, and then once you tuck it underneath, this should just clip right in and you should be good. And then you put the rod in the hole. Make sure you put the connector and you don't lose the green seal, and you bolt up this nut and this nut, and you should be good with the electric gas pedal. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, so a quick update. I got the electronic gas pedal, and whenever this snaps in place, just give it a good tug to make sure that it clamped in the bottom portion of the gas pedal. And once you give it a good tug, make sure it's clamped in there, you're good. All right, guys, so we have the seats in the car, and the carpet is nice and clean. We have the electric gas pedal, that's clean. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put the center console and bolt it down back in the car. If you don't want to take off your seats for any reason, like me, good example, I'm not taking off my seats because the driveway is dirt and I don't want to put dirt in the car. You can put the center console with the seats still in the car. So the way you take off the center console is so you take off this back piece, and it just clips in on the back of the center console. You just rip that off, right? And then these two screws right here and a metal bracket is for inside the center console. That's where we screw right there. And then you take off after you take off this panel from here, so where your shifter goes, this panel, it just clips on to it. You clip it, and these two holes right here are for this screw and this screw. So once you take off this screw, and the black panel that goes over the shifter area and the e-brake, and you take off those 2 screws in that back panel, and I'll show you right now in a little bit, but the passenger side, the center console goes underneath here, and once you slip it behind here, this hole will line up with this hole right here, and then this connector for the charger, for your cell phone charger. If you flip your center console around, the white part goes either in this one or in this one, not sure. Then you clip it in here. Then the other 2 go in here and in here. Alright guys, so quick update. So that metal bracket and those 2 holes line up with these 2 holes right here, and then once you get that aligned, after you take off the black piece that goes over the e-brake and the shifter, these 2 holes on the metal bracket line up with this hole, and then this connector, which is for your phone charger, it will connect right there. So before you screw in any of the screws, get this cell phone charger connector and hook it up to the center console. So we're gonna do that now. Okay, so quick update guys, my fault. So actually it's not gonna go in the square one, so it's not gonna go in that square one, but it's gonna go in this one before this screw hole. So don't put it in the second one, but put it in the first one right here before this screw hole, and that's the phone charger. And after you do that, you're gonna go ahead and push the cell phone charger wire right there, so it can clamp on. I'm gonna try to show y'all, but I'm holding the center console one hand and the phone with the other. But those those two holes that I showed you underneath the center console, that's where the little plastic clip goes. So if you look, I'm gonna try to see if I can give you all a good view, but let me see. So if you come, okay, so this clip right here, it goes closest to the cell phone charger. Let me see if I can point. Okay, there you go. So this clip right here goes closest to the cell phone charger, and then the second white clip, that's gonna go it's gonna go all the way somewhere up front right here. So once you get those two clips in, right, and your cell phone charger plugged in for the center console, you can go ahead and put it down and then slide in the center console. And then this piece right here, whenever you slide in the center console, right, is gonna go underneath here, and then the center console should slide in. Alright guys, so after you get this screw right here and this screw on, and then you get this screw and this screw, you have your center console screwed back down. After you get your center console screwed back down, put this piece for your shifter. So put your e-brake up, put the shifter neutral, put this in, tuck it underneath, put in third gear, and then the e-brake stays up, and you just kind of wiggle it in there, and the shit just, there you go, it should just drop in. And then once you do that, just align everything, right? Align the clips, right? That's aligned, and it should just align that one, and it should just clip right in. Alright. And then same thing to your shift the bezel. Just clips right on in, and okay, and you should be good. And like I said, the shifter boot, I was gonna replace it anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. for right now. In the future video, I'm gonna put a short shifter, so I'll leave that like that for now. You're gonna go ahead and clip in this back part. So 2 bottom ones, and work your way up to 2 middle ones and a top one, and it's clamped in. This black piece goes underneath your glove box. So this tab and this tab go in this hole, and then the other one goes in this hole. And then these two on the side are gonna line up with these two, and well, this doesn't have the clip, but the metal clip and metal clip align with the little holes right here. And once you get those, you should just be able to clamp it in. Alright, so I'm gonna try to hold the phone and clamp it in. So you put those 2 tabs on the hole, and you push it up. So you're gonna put the 2 tabs in the holes first, and then smack it right here to get those 2 metal pieces in, and then you're gonna smack it right here in this corner. And once you smack it right here in this corner, those 2 tabs will come on in, and then it should be clamped on it pretty nicely. And then after that, you officially have the center console back in the car. This is gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.